And welcome, Smoky Valley basketball fans. This is Don Banks along with Darren Abel, and we are live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on Mix 96.7, and the Vikings think pink night tonight, and the Vikings certainly need to get the taste of the game at Haven out of their mouth and get in the win column tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We just kind of need to get last week, get that behind us, forget about it, and really kind of in a must-win situation for both the boys and the girls tonight if we want to try and get our seedings for sub-state back up a little bit. Both of them have dropped this week after 2 losses last week, so yeah, we need to right the ship and get things going back in the right direction.
As I talked to Coach Drew a little while ago, he said we're just not quite motivated. We're not, and you and I have talked about that. It seems like we're kind of flat-footed. We're just not excited, and he said we've been really looking for something to try to fire us up a little bit.
Yeah, and hopefully, tonight I know the kids always enjoy the Think Pink night. We get to wear the pink uniforms, and so hopefully something like that will spark a little energy with them, and hopefully just realizing the importance of the games and needing to win games from here on out will be enough to bring a little energy to the table tonight.
And new uniforms for the girls tonight. They're debuting new uniforms. They've had the same ones for quite a while. The girls got new ones, the boys did not, but that's always something that should make you play a little better, is have a brand new uniform.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something different, something exciting, and so, you never know as a coach what one little thing, if somebody knew that, you'd be rich beyond your wildest dreams if you could figure out what it is that motivates teams, in different parts of the season. So, yeah, maybe something little like that will light a spark, and we'll come out and have a good game tonight.
I mentioned value the ball, and he even repeated that too. He said we've been talking about that. We got to value the ball a little more, so we hopefully can cut down on our turnovers, force them into a few more turnovers. But he said this team, it really mirrors our team quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be should be a solid matchup tonight. Pratt's girls are always solid. Their record, they're not outstanding this year, but
9-8.
Yeah, but they're always going to put a good team out on the floor. It's not going to be some of the teams that we've seen earlier in the season where we know that they're not going to be as quality a team or as skilled. They're going to have some good solid players on the floor, and we got to just like last week with both games, we got to be ready to show up and play.
Yeah, we do for sure. And their coach is Dustin Hildebrand, who was on the national runner-up team for Bethany College that I broadcast back in 2001. So known Dustin for a long, long time. So it's always fun to see his product out on the field or on the court, and he always does have a great product. We'll take our first time out. When we come back, I'll play the interview I had with Coach Hildebrand, Coach Drouillard in a little bit. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball. Back after this timeout.
I'm 16 and I'm a sophomore.
I'm 17 and I'm a junior.
What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is probably math.
My favorite subject is weights.
Who is the funniest person on the team?
The funniest person on the team is probably Adrian or Timley.
Funniest person is Katya Blanchett. She's the funniest person.
What is your favorite candy?
My favorite candy is probably Twix.
My favorite candy, Skittles.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I like playing sports and hanging out with friends or family.
I like to play basketball or hang out with my friends.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is probably math. I like math. What's yours?
Math.
Math? Good.
Probably weights.
What's your favorite candy?
Reese's. I like Reese's. What's yours?
Probably Butterfingers.
Butterfinger? Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, I want some. No way. Thank you.
Thank
Probably M&M's.
Well, mine's Butterfingers. You want some?
Sure. Thank you.
Who is the best dancer on the team?
Best dancer? Kai Blanchett.
Kai or Jerome?
What do you like to do in your free time?
My free time, if I'm not playing sports, I like to watch sports or just help on the farm.
I play Xbox or watch sports, hang out with my friends.
Who is your favorite basketball player?
Probably Steph Curry,
Why?
because I want to shoot like him, but that's pretty hard to do.
Derrick Rose,
And why?
because he can dunk it really nice and I can't. And yeah. Thank you.
And just pass the ball around the perimeter. So we want to attack the rim and constantly put pressure on the other team and just seeing that, yeah, we're not always perfect, but we're going to continue to work at it and get better, and I feel like we have.
And you face a Pratt team coming in with a record, I think it's 9-8, and they screen a lot, and that got you in trouble against them last year.
Yeah, and seeing it on film, they'll, especially when they go up against a man, they'll try to screen and just wait till you're lazy. Wait till you stopped communicating, and they kind of time it right. When you're not expecting it, they'll attack the rim, so they'll get us off balance if we're not careful. So it's very important that we communicate, that we're sharp on the defensive side, that we don't give them anything easy, but especially just play our style, be very aggressive, be just almost like maniacs out there. That's kind of how we like to play. So hopefully we do that and take care of it.
And what can the Vikings do against these Pratt Greenbacks?
I think it's important for us to not only attack the rim, but just be confident. I think sometimes we are too afraid to make mistakes, which actually led to making mistakes. And so if we're just not worried about mistakes, we're confident with what we're able to do. We also know just whatever we run, if we just are very confident with it, we're under control and composed, we're going to be able to score. And we will have to be ready for a 2-2-1 press. We can't get caught in taking that ball to the corner and let them trap us. So we've got to be able to move that ball, get it back to the middle, and attack off of it, use that against them, look for easy scoring opportunities for that, and just play our style of basketball, and we'll be just fine.
And with your style of basketball brings us to keys to victory.
Yeah, I think the biggest one, and I tell the girls they're probably sick of this one, but until it proves me wrong, I'm gonna keep using it. But rebounding, we're gonna continue to rebound well. I always say that we want to be above 10 plus in terms of that category. Have 10 at least 10 more than the other team. So I think that's especially true tonight. And then also I think just valuing the basketball, being desperate to use it at a chance to score, and also taking away at all costs. And so that kind of leads me to that third one is forcing turnovers. We've got to get back to forcing 25 or more turnovers, and just being so just kind of chaotic defensively. And seems like we have far more than just 5 out there with how hard they're playing and flying around. So we do those things. I'm going to feel good after tonight.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks so much, Johnny.
Coach Drew of the Vikings. We'll be back with more pregame right after this. And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as the Vikings get ready to take on the Pratt Greenbacks tonight. We will have the national anthem before the starting lineups here, so we'll have to take one more break in a little bit. But tonight the Vikings got a team coming in. The Gatlin girl averages 13 points per game. The Tice girl averages 9 points per game. Thibault has a 7 point per game. So again, like us, we got a scorer, like Adrian Hazelwood and 15 points a game. And then we got Tinley Scott and Kat Blanchard who score right at 10 points a game. So they kind of look just about mirror of us.
Yeah, and we haven't been as efficient offensively the last couple of games. Had a little more trouble scoring the ball, so I need to really get the offense back on track tonight. And then, like Coach Drew said, really value the ball. Girls, you need to understand as a player that a turnover is just not a turnover. That's a chance at a basket that you don't get, and it gives the other team an extra possession at getting a basket. So if you have 10 turnovers, that's potentially 20 points you never even get a chance to score. Even if you're only shooting 30%, that's 6 or 8 points, that you're probably going to be short. And 8 points is a lot in a game against a tough team that can really make the difference in a game.
Yeah, it's ones, like you said, give up that you don't get back. So we'll take a timeout, 1 minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on Mix 96.7. Back after this 1 minute timeout.
Let us all work together in making all high school activities a positive experience. By being courteous and respectful to all players and officials, we can help assure high school activities are indeed the other half of education. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to stand at this time. Our national anthem will be performed by sophomore Smoky Valley High School student Ella Stambaugh Tubbs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ella. Outstanding job. Our officials for tonight's game
Nicely
are-
done, and certainly always I enjoyed the band playing, the pep band playing that, but I really enjoyed those solos. That's a pressure situation.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So, yeah, she did a great job, and we have so many kids who are talented in so many areas here at Smoky Valley. We sometimes take for granted how fortunate we are.
And it's time for starting lineups. How about the Pratt Greenbacks?
You betcha. Starting for Pratt tonight, number 5, J.C. Teese is a 5'6" junior. Their leading scorer, number 11, Gabby Gatlin, is a 5'6" senior. Number 14, Marley Bates, is a 5'8" senior. Number 22, Quinn T-Balt, is a 5'8" sophomore. And number 32, Corinne Donenworth, is a 5'6" junior.
So for the coach Hildebrand and his Greenbacks, it's Tice, Gatlin, Bates, Tybolt, and Donenworth. And how about our Vikings?
Starting for the Vikings tonight, number 0, Brianne Peters, a 5'7" junior. Eva Malm is a 5'7" junior. She wears number 4. Tinley Scott, number 21, is a 5'7 junior. Our leading scorer, Adrian Hazelwood, number 23, is a 5'7 junior. And number 32, Katya Blanchett, a 6-foot sophomore.
So for Coach Juilliard and his Vikings, it's Peters, Malm, Scott, Hazelwood, and Blanchett. And just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service, McPherson Laundry. And McPherson is where you take your clothes. The Pratt Greenbacks in their all green uniforms, white lettering, white numerals trimmed in gold, and some gold and white trimming down the side. And the Vikings in their new pink uniforms with black lettering, black numerals trimmed in white, and a little black on the side. They're just about the exact same uniform as our white ones are, but they are brand new tonight. So what better than to get a victory on the brand new uniforms?
Yeah, this would be a lot of fun. And like I said, maybe something like this, gives the girls a little spark, a little extra excitement, and hopefully we come out on top at the end. We got a little bit of a height advantage with Kat in the middle. They don't quite have anybody that looks like they can match her, at least starting off on the starting five size-wise, so hopefully she can take advantage.
Blanchett and Tybolt will jump. It's controlled by the Vikings. It's an east to west court. The Vikings will shoot at the east end. We're right behind the scorer's table. Sit back and enjoy. Pratt will come out man-to-man. On the dribble is Hazelwood. Goes on the corner to Scott. Scott goes cross-court to Peters. Peters off to Malm. Little weave action there. Malm still with the dribble. Looking outside. Now goes.
Oh, they've got the lob to Kat if she could see her.
And, my goodness. There's Tinley Scott got the pass down the lane, and she was clobbered. Not just body hit by number 14, Bates.
Yeah, Bates was going for the ball, trying to get a steal, and just absolutely ran right into Tinley.
I hope she's all right, and she is. It looks like they get the ball in. Here's Hazelwood from the elbow. Good. Vikings take a 2-0 lead.
And Vikings are going to come out in our 1-2-1-1 press.
Get it in to, up top it goes to Tybolt. She'll take it outside, get it off to Donenworth. She'll set the offense. Goes on the near side to number 11. That's Gatlin. Gatlin, left-handed dribble in the lane. Her shot, no. Rebound, Blanchett for the Vikings. And here come Hazelwood. Quickly in the front court on the dribble. Picked up by the Greenbacks. Tice picks her up, goes off to Tinley Scott on the baseline. Her dribble out top, goes back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood's drive baseline out top to Malm. Wide open three is, no good. Rebound though, Hazelwood up and no. Rebound, Pratt. They got somebody open down court, but good job by Ava Malm picking up the fast break and slowing that down. Here it goes off to Gatlin.
Vikings are man-to-man.
Tybolt, her shot up and no. Rebound, Katya Blanchett. She takes it on the dribble. 1-on-3, but Blanchett goes right into the middle, and Blanchett's going to get called for the offensive foul.
She tried to slow down and get her feet under her, but she just couldn't quite get her feet under her and get that jump stop before she ran into the defender.
We didn't have great numbers either. It would have been a good one for her to stop outside the free throw lane and pass off to a teammate, but that's easy to do. There's a tip, but not taken by the Vikings. Quickly up to Tice it goes. She gets double teamed in the corner, gets it off to Donenworth. It goes to Gatlin. Gatlin on the dribble. She'll get it out top to Donenworth. Drive by Tice, loses the handle out of bounds. It wasn't touched by anybody, but the official says, it was touched by Hazelwood. Kind of looked at him like, I don't think I touched it. But
I thought Tice might have touched it after we did. But
here's Tice with it now on the wing. Goes out top to Gatlin. She's going to launch a three ball. No. Rebound. Loose and picked up. Going to go back court. It's going to be tipped though, so it's not a backcourt violation, the referee says.
Yeah, one of the Vikings had a hand on it but couldn't quite grab it.
Donenworth goes out to the corner to Tice. Her shot from three, way too long, and who did that go off of? Pratt, and it's Viking basketball. McElroy will come in for the Vikings.
Number 11, Clara McElroy into the Vikings lineup.
And coming out is Eva Malm. Just underway. Vikings up 2-0 at the 5:50 mark here of the first quarter. Hazelwood slowly into the court, gets a screen from Scott, goes to Peters. Peters around the perimeter, goes back to Hazelwood, baseline, and they say Hazelwood took off running before she had the. I don't like that one either because she really didn't have control of the ball. She just grabbed it kind of with one hand and going to start her dribble and got called for the turnover. Is that 2 on the Vikings now?
Yes.
Double team in the backcourt. Good job by the Vikings to get it off to Donenworth, who comes in the front court to Tybolt. She'll reset the offense to Gatlin. Gatlin between the circles on the left-handed dribble goes to Donenworth. Around to Tice. Tice dribble toward the lane, elevates, shot up and good. Tice gets her first basket to tie the game up at 2-2, the 5:14 mark. Hazelwood off to Scott. Scott looked at a shot but didn't trigger. Goes back to Hazelwood on the far side wing. Free throw line extended. Scott will trigger a three. Too strong. Rebound on the weak side. Tice. He'll come into the left-handed dribble, goes out on the wing to Thibault, out to Donenworth. Donenworth around on the weave and tipped out of bounds by Kat Blanchett.
Sophia Fruits going to check in for the Vikings.
Fruits will come in, Scott will go out. He told me before, we didn't get it on tape, but he told me, he said, I'm going to make substitutions quick tonight when people don't do stuff they're supposed to do. He was more talking about not switching on a screen, but we haven't done any of that yet. So we'll see how all this goes. Gatlin with the ball, 2-2 score. Thibault on the dribble around the perimeter of the lane. And the ball there, Fruits has her hands on it. We're going to have a jump ball and alternating possession. It'll stay with Pratt.
Yeah, Tice mishandled it just a little bit, just enough for Sophia to get her hands in there and tie it up.
Hughes in for the Pratt Greenbacks and Donenworth out. Tice will put it in play. Goes into her teammate, go all the way around the perimeter. Here's the shot by Hughes. Her shot is good. Wow, you come off the bench and knock down a three.
Yeah,
well,
and she's a freshman.
That is a good combination for them, not for us. Here's Kat Blanchett with it in the middle of the lane. Kick out to McElroy, out to Fruits. Fruits out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood hesitation. Oh, nice split the difference and get the basket off the glass. Good. 4 for the Vikings. 5 for Pratt at the 4-minute mark. Thibault goes around. Here's Hughes again. Gets it off to Thibault. Back to Hughes. Hughes with the left-handed dribble. Got a couple of left-handers on the team. And Tice is going to get called for the travel before she dribbled the ball.
Number 2, Trista Spittler coming in for Kat Blanchett.
How many turnovers is that for Pratt?
That's their first.
That's first. Okay. What I had. I thought I missed one. 3:45 to go here, first quarter. Hazelwood into the front court on the very slow walk. Crossover into the lane. Kick out to McElroy. McElroy drive. Trying to get it into Spittler. Ball loose and turned over. Vikings with the turnover. Pratt has it. Tice on the dribble into the front court. Into the lane. Dribble into the lane, and she's going to throw up a wild shot.
Foul's going to be on Trista, I think, yeah.
Actually turned around and threw it up. She had her back facing the goal when she threw the ball at the goal. But she gets credited for the foul and 2-shot free throw coming up here. First one, no good. That is Trista, right? That got the foul because Neveja still.
Yep, she's still out. She's not. She's in street clothes tonight.
And missing both. Battling for the rebound. Last touch by Trista. Battling with Thibault on the rebound, but she couldn't pull it down.
Number 3, Bailey Jackson, a 5'4" junior, coming in for Pratt.
Right. She's in and Thibault is out. Gatlin to put the ball in play. Goes inside to Hughes. Blocked by Hazelwood. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up. Tied up this time, and the Vikings will get the alternating possession. And this time Pratt will get charged for a turnover. Viking basketball. 3:19 left to go first quarter. 5-4 in favor of Pratt. With the ball is Hazelwood coming into the front court. Hazelwood blows around Tice. Pulls up Fruits. Fruits on the baseline. Gets it off to McElroy. McElroy across, and McElroy will get this travel. She evidently took an extra step. I didn't see it, but not watching their feet all the time.
Yeah, I had looked up to see where she was throwing the ball.
So Jackson put it in play for a nice steal by Trista. And Trista steps out of bounds. Oh, darn it.
Turnover and turnover.
Yep.
Yeah, great job. Vikings went man-to-man press that time, and it kind of caught Pratt off guard.
Now, Trista stepped right in front, and beautiful steal, but she just couldn't stop herself from going out of bounds.
Yeah, she was right on the sideline. Oh, we can't let her go deep.
Hughes gets away and gets the shot up off the glass, and good. Wow, it's nice to bring a freshman in and get 5 quick points from her. Peters has it out top for the Vikings over to Hazelwood. Hazelwood looking cross court. It goes to Fruits. She's going to launch a 3-ball. No. Rebound. Hazelwood shot up and good. Hazelwood 6, Pratt 7. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. Gatlin across the timeline. Ooh, McElroy almost got the steal. Jackson around to Hughes. Hughes takes off on the dribble. Gets caught underneath the basket. Goes off to her teammate, number 14, Bates was on the shot. Hazelwood with the rebound. Off to Sophia Fruits. Baseline to Peters. Peters back to Fruits. Back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood looking to go inside, not there. Peters will drive through the traffic, get it out to McElroy. Now we're going to have a 3-second violation on the Vikings.
Blanchett and Malm coming back in for Smoky Valley. And T-Bolt and Donenworth coming back in.
Yeah, Tinley Scott came in. Malm bumps into Jackson or Hughes, but no foul call. There's a ball loose, and here comes the Vikings with the turnover. Katia has it on the dribble, and she's going to get run into again, and Katia can't stop and gets called for an offensive foul again. Wow. Kat Blanchett just came back in and picked up a foul. She was on the run. And
yeah, and again, just a little jump stop, pulling up a step before you get to that defender, but that's not the name of the game today. Today's ball game is to just get the ball to the rim and force that official to make a call.
Yeah, every coach you see in the college is get to the rim, get to the rim, get to the rim. Not getting to the rim has cost the Vikings here early. Gatlin on the dribble, guarded by Spittler. Gatlin kick out to Hughes. Hughes out of the travel. Back to Gatlin, back to Donenworth. Around it goes to Hughes. Out it goes to Jackson. Jackson spin move, drive. Oh, good job by Peters. And Peters got hit in the face. She goes down and grabs her mouth.
Yeah, Jackson went up to shoot, and the ball got knocked out of her hand. And as her hand flew off, she accidentally hit Brienne right in the mouth.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional at all. No way was that intentional. It was just an accidental hit, and I hope Brianna's okay.
That's one of those that makes you tear up.
Yeah.
Well, you get popped right in the mouth, right at the bottom of the nose there.
And she's probably, well, hope she'll be okay. Here's Hazelwood on the dribble, top of the key on the baseline to McElroy. McElroy out to Scott, wide open. Long shot, no. Rebound, Gatlin for the Greenbacks. He had a foot on the line, so it was going to be a 2. She didn't make it anyway. Jackson with it on the dribble, into the lane, side of the lane. Shot, good. 9 for Pratt. 6 for the Vikings. Scott out to Blanchett. Blanchett in the lane. Her shot up, no, but she's fouled. And Blanchett will have 2 free throws coming. Foul is going to be on 22, Thibault.
22, Tebow. Blanchett at the line, shooting 2.
First Kat Blanchett free throw on the way, and good. Nicely
Tice
done.
coming back in for Pratt.
Number 5, Tice returns for the Greenbacks.
45.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Blanchett, no, didn't get over the front of the rim. Hit right on the front, wouldn't crawl over, and it's 7-9 in favor of Pratt. Tice with it on the dribble outside. Coach calls a play for them, and she goes over to Gatlin. Near side to Donenworth. Tice got. And now we have an illegal screen on T-Bolt. That'll be her second foul.
Vikings got a break because Donenworth had broken free underneath, and her teammate with the ball didn't see her.
Yeah. The Vikings with a chance to tie here, or take a lead with a 3. Scott Hazelwood will bring it into the front court, goes baseline to McElroy, back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood inside to Scott, no, not there. She'll try to keep it from going out of bounds, and does. 10 seconds left for Pratt. Donenworth on the dribble into the front court, into the lane, up and blocked by Hazelwood. Nicely done by Adrian Hazelwood. And that goes last touch by Pratt. So it'll be Vikings ball now. It's just 5.3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Number 14, Bates, back in the Greenbacks lineup.
See if they can get it in quickly. Hazelwood going to try to run into the front court. It's a screen off the glass. Oh, no good. And our first quarter is in the books. 7-9 in favor of the Pratt Greenbacks. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 1 minute timeout.
Cheering for the Vikings this year, Avery Kruckenberg, Maria O'Farrell, Jasmine High, Brianna Henderson, Allison Barleen, Josie Bergren, Julia Hawk, Ella Stanbaugh Tubbs, Riley Toll, Jocelyn Bryan, Sarah Ratcliffe, and Cynthia Jones. Cheer coach is Aaron Williams. Thanks, girls. Great job.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binkson along with Darren Abel as we get ready to start the second quarter. The ball will belong to the Pratt Greenbacks. It'll be Peters. Good to see her back out there again. McElroy, Scott, Blanchett, and Hazelwood on the court. Jackson, Tice, Donenworth. 14 is Bates, and 22 Tybolt coming in with her 2 fouls. Jackson around 2, Donenworth, Bates, Tybolt, however you pronounce that. Near side to Jackson. Baseline to Tice. Around it goes around the perimeter. Penetration. Now kick off to Tice. Tice shot up with the left hand. No. Rebound. Tice runs it down. It got tipped by 2 or 3 Vikings. We just couldn't corral it. Tybolt across to Jackson. Jackson dribble drive. She took off, spread her feet, and got called for the travel. That's turnover number
7 for Pratt, and I've got the Vikings for 8. So we need to, like we talked about, like Coach talked about, we need to value the ball a little bit better. That's too many turnovers now. 2 of those, granted, were on offensive fouls.
Yeah, it doesn't quite help any. But Hazelwood with it on the dribble, gets a screen from Blanchett. Oh, somehow she got knocked down hard.
Oh, I think when she came out of that screen, she banged knees with the girl who went by the screen. Just some incidental contact.
Over it goes to Blanchett, back out to Scott. Her long shot, no rebound.
Cat's got to be careful.
On to Tice of Pratt. Just underway, second quarter, 9-7 in favor of Pratt. Donenworth with it out top, goes near side to Gatlin.
Vikings have gone to a 2-3 zone here to try and, I think, protect Cat a little bit from getting into foul trouble.
Got 3 around the outside, now 4 around the outside of the arc. Out top it goes to Donenworth, loses a handle but doesn't turn it over. Goes to Gatlin, goes to Donenworth inside. There's a wide open shot, good by Tice. Good movement.
That was open because Cat really can't come and challenge that shot with 2 fouls.
6.5 minutes left to go, second quarter. Here's a Hazelwood 3 ball, too strong, rebound. Wow. Bates just screened out Blanchett, knowing she couldn't go over the top of her, and the ball just landed on the ground. And there's a swing and a foul, and Blanchett's going to pick up her 3rd foul. I don't know that she even touched her.
She didn't, but again, she's took a swing at that ball and just instead of staying straight up. And anytime you swing at that ball, the officials are going to call that.
Yeah, but you got to make contact to get a foul, I thought.
Well, when he came and reported in, he actually said she got her with the body.
Oh, yeah, right. She was a long way away from the body, but she makes a 3-point play, and here is a 14-7 lead now for the Pratt Greenbacks at the 6:06 mark. Timeout on the court. We'll keep this one right here. We got to go through some sponsors for you. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you. View their large inventory at all SamuelsHutch.com locations. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. You can stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astro radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. And this timeout sponsored by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional Health Care. And appreciate the pronunciation help from Mike. He said it is T-Bolt, so we'll go with T-Bolt. And the Pratt Greenbacks, it's a football score. They have 14, we have 7. And speaking of football, how about them Chiefs?
Oh, I tell you, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I know those Eagles fans aren't happy about that call, but hey, it was a hold. If it's a hold in the first quarter, it's a hold in the fourth quarter.
And really, it would have given Philadelphia some time to maybe get a score, but they were still going to get the field goal. So it just allowed them to run the clock out. So.
Right.
That was like a minute and a half or something like that. So Vikings coming out with the ball now. Get it up to Peters, who gets it to Hazelwood. He goes baseline to Spittler, but coming over and stealing it is T-Bolt. On the dribble, goes over to Donenworth. Back to T-Bolt. Across the court to Gatlin, to Tice. Gatlin, Donenworth, Bates. Might have got away with the travel. Oh, McElroy almost with the steal. There it goes to Gatlin. Gatlin on the dribble. Back out to Donenworth. Outside the Vikings zone. Donenworth, Gatlin in the lane. Kick out. Around it goes. Donenworth. Oh, she's going to get run over. And we're going to call a foul. Oh, no. Come on now. You're going to give our player charging. You got to give their player charging, but
and that's the second foul on Trista. So
Donenworth gets the advantage on that one. She gets put at the line, and she makes the free throw. So everything going Pratt's way right now. It's early. Vikings yet to score in this quarter. It's a 6-0 run by the Greenbacks to start this second quarter. And she does not make the second. Here come the Vikings. Hazelwood up to Eva Malm. Eva, 3-ball short. Hazelwood right there to get the rebound and put it in. Nice job by Hazelwood to find the rebound and get the Vikings' first points at the 5:05 mark. 15-9. Here's a shot. Gatlin to 2.
Vikings coach was calling a change on defense, and they left Gatlin open in the corner. Nobody knew who was supposed to guard her.
That was her first basket. That's her leading scorer. Here's Spittler with it outside. Goes to Hazelwood. Hazelwood kick out to McElroy. Her 3-ball. Too strong. Rebound weak side. T-Bolt. T-Bolt on the run. Slows it down now. Waits for her team to catch up. Gets it off to Donenworth. Donenworth back to T-Bolt. Back to Donenworth. 2-man catch from the top to the wing. T-Bolt. Hands it off to Gatlin. Gatlin, long 2. Good. Wow.
No, they gave her the. Now one guy said 2 and one said 3, so they're going to have to decide.
Her foot, I could see her foot from right here. Her foot was right across the line. It was definitely a 2.
Yep, they got it correct.
Yeah.
Good officiating there.
If that guy called it a 3, he wasn't looking because her foot, she can smack dab right on the line. So no question about where that one was.
Sophia Fruits into the game.
But it's 19-9. That's a 10-point Pratt lead coming at the 4:20 mark of the second quarter. The Vikings with only 2 points in this quarter. Pratt has 10. And there's a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on T-Bolt. That's going to be her third. Unless I got in my book wrong.
So Jackson comes in for T-Bolt.
That's her third as well. So 2 big girls have 3 each for both, one for each team. Mom with it outside, near side to Fruits. Fruits looking for inside for Hazelwood, but they can't get it to her. Back out top to Mom. Back to Fruits. Baseline to McElroy. Out top, knocked away, and this time it got tipped by Pratt, but
then tipped by Eva.
Yeah, so I don't quite. Oh well. Turnover number
10.
Pratt has
7.
Tice with it on the dribble into the front court. McElroy picks her up. It's man-to-man for the Vikings on this possession. Hughes gets it over to Jackson. Inside to Bates. Back to Jackson. Wow, threaded the needle on that pass. There's 3 seconds that they didn't get called, and they're going to turn it over. No, good job by Tice. And a timeout. Boy, a quick grant of the timeout. Somehow got that timeout in there. We'll keep this one right here again. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 241-9000. That's 620-241-9000 for Pyle Law. And you mentioned a little bit the sub-state. The Vikings are in fifth place.
Yeah, we're in a three-way tie for third, actually.
Okay.
We're 10-7. Hoisington is 10-7. Ellsworth is 10-7, and then Norton is just a half a game behind that group at 10-8. So we've got 4 teams in there.
Ellsworth's not going to win tonight, though. They play Southeast Saline.
Right. So Hoisington is at Larnard, and Norton is at Waukene. So those 4 teams are going to finish anywhere from 3rd to 6th. It just depends on how we do in these last few games.
A give and go to Tice's a ball, and now a foul. Wow. Clara McElroy got called for a foul. I thought they both went down heading for the ball.
Looked like a loose ball to me, but yeah. He had a different angle than we did, I guess.
He did. That's exactly right. He was on the far side. He get it in to Jackson. Was out top to Hughes. Hughes on the dribble. Vikings trailing 19-9. Hughes around the perimeter, gets it off to Jackson. Jackson inside, and Hazelwood takes the steal away. Quickly up to Eva. Eva all the way in, shot, foul, and Eva will have 2 free throws for the Vikings. That foul is going to be on 14 Bates. That's her second foul. And Eva at the free throw line shooting a couple. And no good.
Coming in for Pratt, number 15, Jenna Haas, a 5'8" senior. She replaces Bates.
Second Malm free throw, that one finds the bottom of the net. 10 for the Vikings, 19 for Pratt. 3:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Hughes gets it off to Tice. Tice in the lane, Tice shot. Wow, got it up to go. Vikings don't dare to swat at the ball because they're going to get called for the foul. But Tice has 9 points. Here's Hazelwood 3 ball. It's good. On right at CPA, 3-pointer by Adrian Hazelwood. Helps the Vikings cause. 21-13 now. Hughes with it on the dribble. Picked up by Eva Malm. Over to Jackson between the circles. He'll take a drive to the side of the lane off to Gatlin. Gatlin against a quick Sophia Fruits. Get it off to Tice. That's going to go back court. And back court all the way. Turnover Pratt. Viking basketball. Donenworth to come in for Pratt. So Vikings ball on the baseline here. Hazelwood's going to come over and do the honors. Pratt trying to figure out who they're going to guard quickly. Back to Hazelwood. She looked at the 3, but now drives side of the lane. Kick out to Malm. Looked at the 3, didn't trigger. Peters over to McElroy. She will trigger. And off the glass and good. Clara McElroy knocking down a bank shot 3 for the Vikings' 16th point, coming at the 2:02 mark. And there's a whistle and a foul.
Going to call Eva on the reach in, I think.
Wow, okay. I wasn't watching that at all. Vikings have cut it to 5.
Tinley Scott in for Eva.
Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Donenworth made 1 of 2 earlier. This is a 1-and-1, and she got the first. 22-16, Pratt. Second one is good as well, so she's 3 out of 4. 23-16. Quickly up to Tinley Scott. Tinley. Lob inside to Hazelwood. Her shot up. No rebound. Jackson on the weak side. A lot of contact on Hazelwood's shot. Nothing called. Comes Gatlin with it. Gatlin bothered by Sophia Fruits, and ball loose on the floor, and I'm going to call a tie-up, and alternating possession. It'll be Smoky Valley basketball. A good effort by Clara McElroy to keep that ball alive, and good effort by Sophia to get
nice double team on the ball there.
Get the ball knocked away. The Vikings got to get some points here. Get something to get excited about. Just can't seem to get that one little thing that gets us going. Off it goes to Peters. Baseline 2, Clara. Inside 2, Hazelwood. Dump down to Scott. Couldn't quite handle it. Gets it off to Peters. Her shot, pass inside. Here's Hazelwood. Shot up and good.
Nice look by Tinley.
Nicely done. Absolutely. 18 for the Vikings. Gatlin with it off to Donenworth. Donenworth dribble drive, side of the lane. Kick out to Jackson. That's too many steps for the official, and it's a turnover. Number
10. 10 apiece.
Under a minute we go. 57, 58 seconds. Scott with it in the front court. Baseline it goes to Sophia. Her drive, kick back out to Tinley. Inside to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, she got a big swing to steal the ball away and lost the handle. Jackson on the dribble drive, no on the shot. Rebound by the Vikings. Clara will get it up to Hazelwood. 33 seconds left. Baseline to Scott. Tinley Scott. Drive Hazelwood on the shot. It's good. Hazelwood with 2 more. 20 for the Vikings. At the 22-second mark. Tice bringing it into the front court. 16 seconds. Going to try to run some clock here. Tice on the dribble all the way around the perimeter. Now to Jackson. Jackson, baseline. Gatlin, her 3 ball. No. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by the Vikings, and that will do it. But the Vikings rally to get the game close. 23-20 in favor of Pratt at halftime. And we'll be back to wrap this half up for you after these timeouts.
We welcome back the Smoky Valley High School Mighty Viking Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Adam Keller.
How old are you?
I'm 16 and I'm a sophomore.
I'm 17 and I'm a junior.
What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is probably math.
My favorite subject is weights.
Who is the funniest person on the team?
The funniest person on the team is probably Adrian or Tinley.
Funniest person?
Is Katya Blanchett. Is the funniest person.
What is your favorite candy?
My favorite candy is probably Twix.
My favorite candy?
Skittles.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I like playing sports and hanging out with friends or family.
I like to play basketball or hang out with my friends.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. The Vikings trail by 3. They were down by 10, 19-9 was their biggest deficit, I believe. And they battled back and they outscored, well, Pratt outscored them 14-13 in that second quarter, but the Vikings were down at that point 19-9 before they scored, and then they helped themselves out with some good scoring down the stretch, and scoring went like this. First for Pratt, 2 for Jackson, 3 for Donenworth, 4 for Gatlin, their leading scorer, 5 for Hughes, and 9 for Tice. For the Vikings, 1 for Eva Malm, 1 for Kat Blanchett, 3 for Clara McElroy, and 15 points for Adrian Hazelwood. And what do you got for some turnovers and rebounding?
Turnovers, I've got the Vikings with 11 and Pratt with 10. And they also are leading us by 1 on rebounds, 11-10.
Pretty much an even game here, but the Vikings certainly with one of their big girls, or important girls, Kat Blanchett with 3 fouls. But on the other side, T-Bolt has 3 for Pratt as well. She didn't score, but she was certainly a force inside the lane.
Yeah, she does a nice job defensively. And, when Kat was out of the game, we struggled. I mean, outside of Adrian, we struggled a little bit offensively, so Adrian had to take over. So we really need Kat to be on the floor. She's going to have to be smart this half and be able to play. We want her to be able to play defense and not totally back down, but she's got to be able to do it without committing another foul, and that's sometimes hard to do. So
no question about that. We need Tinley Scott and Eva Malm to step up too. Both of them with just 1 point for Eva and no points for Tinley Scott. It's a rare night when she doesn't get hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, teams the word has gotten out on her. Teams are closing out, not giving her the open looks from 3 as she's had. So, and Tinley has shown early in the year she can drive the ball to the basket. So I'd like to see her get a little more aggressive on offense and try and find those gaps in the defense and try and get the ball going to the basket.
Yeah, it'll help. That would, give it a fake on that 3-pointer and then drive around would be a good recipe for that. But the Vikings certainly not down by double digits here with only a 3-point deficit. I like their chances of being able to come back and get back in this game. Yeah,
absolutely. A couple big 3-pointers there late in that second quarter that helped us close the gap. And like I said, if we can get Kat in the game and get her involved in the post, I don't know that they can challenge her much offensively if we can get her the ball down in the post, but she's got to be on the floor to be able to help us.
Yeah, no question about that. We hope she does. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the second half. Vikings trail 23-20 back after this timeout.
Concessions tonight sponsored by the baseball team, as is the tailgate. In a couple weeks, spring sports will be kicking off their seasons.
Smoky Valley Gym. The second half is ready to begin. The Vikings will start the same way they did the game. Scott, Malm, Peters, Hazelwood, and Blanchett. Bates, T-Bolt, Tice, Gatlin, and who did I miss out there? Donenworth. Same group. Here's a give and go to Gatlin underneath, and she gets the basket right off the start. They get the first basket to make it a 5-point game, 25-20. Hazelwood with it on the dribble, guarded by Tice. Baseline it goes to Peters. Peters out top to Scott. Tinley Scott with it. Tinley with the dribble drive. Dump inside to Blanchett, and she's fouled. And Blanchett will have 2 free throws.
Yeah, there we go. Cat's posted up. We got the ball up and over the top. They don't really have anybody that can challenge that. She was able to draw the foul.
Tice will pick up the foul, and that'll be only her first, I believe. It is. First Blanchett free throw. Got a soft roll and back in the bottom of the net. 21 for the Vikings. 7:27 mark of the third quarter. Second Blanchett free throw, no. Rebound loose on the floor, but picked up by Bates for the Greenbacks. Quickly into the front court is Donenworth on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Goes out top to T-Bolt. T-Bolt drives side of the lane. Kick out to Gatlin. Gatlin will drive in the middle. Kick out to Tice. Her 3 ball. Good. Wow. She is on fire tonight. 28-21 Pratt. Tice is in double figures. She averages 9 a game, so above her average. Out it goes to Tinley Scott. Tinley will drive. There's the drive you talked about.
Yep, there we go.
Tinley Scott on the drive for the Vikings. 23 for Smoky Valley. 28 for the Greenbacks. Tice on the dribble right in front of the bench of Pratt. Over to T-Bolt. Around to Donenworth. Donenworth drive. Out to Tice. Her dribble drive. Side of the lane. Shot up. No. Rebound. Tice gets her shot back up. Kick out to Donenworth. Donenworth wanted to drive but didn't. It's over to T-Bolt. T-Bolt will drive. Kick out to Donenworth. Donenworth around the perimeter. Donenworth in. Shot up. Miss. Shot by Bates. Missed. Bates kicks it out. Around it goes to Tice. To Gatlin. She's going to launch a 3 ball. No. Rebound. Tinley Scott. Vikings gave up a couple of offensive rebounds there, but here's Hazelwood with the 3. It's good. On right at CPA 3-pointer by Adrian Hazelwood. She's got 18 now in the game, and it's a 2-point game, 26-28. The 5:55 mark. Ball loose, picked up with steal for the Vikings. Quickly up to Kat Blanchett. To Malm. Malm will slow it down. To Hazelwood. Step into another 3. That's off. Rebound. Scott runs down the long rebound. Wide open 3 for Scott. No. Rebound. Weak side. Pratt. Couple of good looks. Just didn't go that time. Here's Tice with the dribble. Kick it out to T-Bolt. Around to Donenworth. Nice weave action. Tice off to Gatlin. Top of the key. 2. Long. No. Rebound. Bates inside. Bates shot up and good. 30 for Pratt. 26 for Smoky Valley. Going right at Blanchett, though, and Blanchett did a smart thing.
She knew the Cat couldn't really challenge the shot, so she went right to the basket.
Scott dribble drive, kick it out to Malm. Malm dribble drive, kick it out to Scott. Scott far side wing, free throw line extended across to Peters, around to Hazelwood, back to Peters, her dribble drive, her shot. Go, no, good job by Brianna Peters, and she'll be getting 2 free throws. Oh, no, they said
it was on the drive.
Oh, I thought she was going to give her 2 free throws.
Trista Spittler and Clara McElroy check in for Smoky Valley, and Hughes in for Pratt.
Okay. Hazelwood will put it in play right on the Viking baseline. Ready to go. Out to Scott. Looked at a 3, didn't trigger. Out to Malm. Malm goes on the dribble drive. Kick out to... Oh.
Yeah, she kind of switched pivot feet.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd have called a travel until the coach hollered out and, oh, maybe that was a travel. I better call it. I don't like when coaches influence calls.
Yeah.
Turnover number
12.
T-Bolt with it out top. It goes to Hughes. He's still with it. Outside the Viking zone. Here's McElroy on the dribble, missed the shot. Rebound, though, by Scott. Foul, and Tinley Scott will have 2 free throws. That ball hit the leg of McElroy, so they didn't call it a kick. I was waiting for him to call it a kick. That foul's going to be on Hughes, her first. And Tinley Scott at the free throw line shooting 2. First one, no.
Jackson coming in for Pratt.
Hughes out. Second Tinley Scott free throw. No. Rebound. Hazelwood shot up good and one. Hazelwood 20th point.
Yeah, she didn't get the initial rebound, but she tipped it to herself and then was able to go back up and draw the foul.
And that's the 4th foul on Tebow.
That is big.
Yep, she's a factor inside there. She'll sit for a while now.
So that definitely hurts Pratt size-wise.
See if Hazelwood can make her 21st point here. And she does. And the Vikings have 29. It's a 1-point game now at the 4:15 mark of the 3rd quarter. Jackson gets it off to Gatlin. Gatlin around the perimeter. Wants to go back over to Jackson. Now out top to Tice. To Donenworth. Donenworth took a couple of steps before she got the dribble down, but didn't get the call. Off it goes from, and now she'll get called for the, Gatlin will get called for the travel. I didn't see that one, but I saw the one earlier in Donenworth, but they didn't get that call.
Fruits, Blanchett, and Peters coming in for the Vikings for Scott, Spittler, and McElroy.
Mom and Hazelwood stay, and they'll bring it into the front court on the dribble. 1-point deficit. Vikings could take the lead here with a 2. Eva Mom, baseline corner, back to Fruits, inside to Hazelwood. Hazelwood has it knocked away and stolen by Tice. Tice, and she gets fouled by Hazelwood, and that'll be Adrian's first foul. And Tice will have 2 free throws. Tice missed 2 in the first quarter, but made an and 1 in the second quarter. And she swishes that one. Her older brother played for Pratt High School and then went on playing at North Dakota, I think.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yep.
South Dakota. They played K-State this year, and he did a good job. She makes both free throws. He was a load when the Vikings played him, I know that.
Absolutely.
No question about that. Peters with it in the front court from Hazelwood. Around it goes to Fruits, baseline to Mom. Her 3 ball, even no. Rebound, Tice. Quickly in the run into the front court. Picked up by Peters. Back it goes to Gatlin. Gatlin drives side of the lane, kick out to Jackson. Jackson knocked away by Fruits, but she recovers. Gets it out to Gatlin to reset their offense. 3:03 left to go, 3rd quarter. Round it goes to Donenworth. Over to Tice. Tice drives side of the lane. Tice inside. Got it to go. Blanchett just stood there with her hands up. Didn't do anything with it. And Tice just drove right into her and put it off the glass. Good. 34-29. Pratt by 5 again. Hazelwood. Her dribble drive. Kick out to Mom. Mom. Her shot. In and out. No good. Rebound. Ball loose, but picked up by Jackson of Pratt. Jackson looking up court to see where she wants to go with the pass, but just keeps on dribbling. Kick out to Gatlin. Gatlin, a 3 ball. No. Rebound. Vikings. Peters has it off to Mom. Here come the Vikings. Kick out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood out to Blanchett. Blanchett drive. Her shot. A lot of contact. Nothing called. Here comes Pratt with the weak side rebound. Quickly up to Gatlin. Oh, everybody let her go right down the middle. And Gatlin.
Timeout Pratt.
Timeout Pratt. We'll step aside as well. 2:06 remaining. Vikings 29. Pratt 36. Back after this 30-second timeout.
it's kind of a little bit of ebb and flow. We get close, and then Pratt pulls out again by 5 or 6, and we get close. So need to find a way to get a couple stops in a row and then capitalize on those stops by scoring on the offensive end.
Hazelwood, Scott will bring it into the front court, joining Peters and Fruits and Blanchett. Go to Tinley Scott right in front of the coach, and stolen away by Jackson for Pratt. Bad pass for the Vikings. Turnover number
14.
Donenworth on the dribble, side of the lane kick. Oh, almost a steal by Fruits, but it turns out to be a steal because
she tipped it and then it went off of Hughes' finger.
That's turnover number
14 for them as well.
14 for them. Good job, Sophia Fruits.
Pratt's gone to a 2-3 zone here.
Fruits with it outside, goes to Blanchett. Blanchett right at the free throw line. Out to Scott. Tinley Scott with a dribble drive. Her shot, good. Nice drive by Tinley Scott. She's got a couple of baskets now. 31-35, Vikings trail. Minute 25 left to go in this third quarter. Round 2, Jackson, Hughes, Donenworth. Oh, Fruits, almost a steal. That's a travel. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by, I'm going to call it a jump ball, an alternating possession. It'll go to the Vikings, so it's a turnover. I don't know why that wasn't traveling when she went down with the ball. Yeah. But it didn't get called, and that's the way it works out. 1:09 left to go. Gatlin out. Number 15, she's been in before, Haas. Hazelwood with it in the front court. Over to Tinley Scott. Tinley Scott back to Hazelwood. Cross court to Peters, to Fruits. Fruits dribble out top to Scott. Tinley Scott, floater in the lane. No, rebound. Battle for between Hazelwood and Scott ended up on the floor, and Fruits ties up Haas, but it'll go to the Viking or the Greenbacks this time. And Pratt has it with 45.9 seconds to go here, third quarter. Hughes to Donenworth. She'll bring it into the front court. Picked up by Fruits. Off it goes to Tice. Tice gets it off to Jackson. Jackson needing a little help. Goes to Donenworth. Donenworth. There's a steal by Scott, but she can't control it. Goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Pratt Greenbacks with 29.6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 36-31, Vikings trail. Get it off to Tice, her dribble drive. Step through, but can't go there. It's a jump ball. The guy said they had both hands on the ball. That should be a jump ball. But it didn't get that way. Here's Hughes, gets it off to Jackson. Around it goes to Donenworth. 15 seconds left. Jackson with it, baseline drive, and she gets called for the travel. The Vikings have a chance now with 11.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Gatlin back in for Pratt.
See what we can do here. Hazelwood quickly into the front court. Cross half court, off to Peters. To Tinley Scott, back to Peters, back to Hazelwood. Out top to Scott. Tinley gets called for the travel. And with 2.1 seconds to go, it'll be Pratt basketball. They'll see if they can get some kind of a shot off with 2.1 seconds to go. Up to, and that's going to be too late. That's going to be too late. Tice tried to go all the way to the rim, and she couldn't. It was only 2.1 seconds. I was going to say, if she gets that shot off, that's not good. 31 for the Vikings, 36 for Pratt. Back with the fourth quarter after this 1 minute timeout. Valley down by 5 here. They've been as close as 1, been as far behind as 10. Peters, Malm, Fruits, McElroy, and Spittler on. So no Hazelwood, no Blanchett here to start the fourth quarter. Across it goes to Sophia Fruits. Her drive, kick out to McElroy. McElroy gets called for the travel. Wow. That's turnover number
16.
And Pratt has
16.
It's a bad number, 16 for both teams.
Yeah.
Now 17 for the Vikings, or 16 for the Vikings. Tice will bring it into the front court now. Tice on the dribble, side of the lane, and loses the handle. Fruits, oh, yeah, there you go. Fruits had her hand on it, and then Hughes tipped it last. Good job by Sophia Fruits again. Mom picks up the dribble. It's up to Peters. Peters gets hammered. Here's Mom with it on the dribble drive. Kick out to Peters.
Yeah.
Peters gets called for the travel.
I don't know what it is about the girls all have that little shuffle before they take off. They pick that foot up and put it back down. Even some of Pratt's girls have done it a
they're
few
doing
times.
it. We're just getting called for it more than they are, but maybe it looks a little more obvious with us. Hughes on the dribble. Kick it out to Tice. Tice around the horn, side of the lane. Tice with the layup, and no, missed it. Eva Malm with the rebound. Malm in transition. Up to McElroy. McElroy dribble drive, baseline. Needing some help. Goes out to Malm. Malm back to McElroy. She's going to launch a 3 ball. It's good! On Reinert CPA, 3-pointer, the second of the game for Clara, and it's the Vikings 34, Pratt 36, with 6:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tice on the dribble. Well, I can't believe she missed that layup on the other end.
Yeah, she was wide open.
Point blank, and it crawled out of the rim. Hughes on the dribble, gets picked up, gets it off to Donenworth. Donenworth outside with it. Goes over to Gatlin. Gatlin on the dribble, side of the lane. Gatlin extends her arm, tried to get a little room. Tice underneath, and good that time. She went across and underneath. And Tice is having a big game. You got 18 and a steal for the Pratt Greenbacks.
Blanchett, Scott, and Hazelwood set to check back in at the next dead ball.
Tice, give and go back door, and we're going to have a foul on the Vikings. Eva Malm's going to get called for the foul, the reach-in foul, which happens to be a good foul because she got a backdoor cut.
That was going to be a wide-open layup.
Spittler, Fruits, and Malm out. Hughes out for Pratt. T-Bolt with her 4 fouls will come back in. Gatlin to put it in play. Gets it into Donenworth. Gatlin will dribble around the perimeter on the side of the lane. Gatlin kick out and stolen by Peters. Peters with a runaway up and block. Well, it just bothers me that we don't get the same fouls called the other way. Here's Hazelwood with a steal on the other end. Adrian Hazelwood watching the ball come down. Goes to Blanchett. Blanchett, little floater in the lane. No. Rebound, Pratt. T-Bolt comes with it in the dribble. Slow it down and get it off to Tice. Tice on the dribble, guarded by McElroy. Gets it off to Gatlin, to Donenworth. 5:20 to go, 34, Vikings 38. Here's Gatlin with the 3, ball missing badly. Rebound by Peters. Here comes the Vikings. Quickly on the run, Hazelwood. All the way in, shot up, no, but she's fouled before she gets to the line, and it'll be out of bounds to the Vikings. It'll be Tice, and that'll be her second. Can the Vikings get hot at the right time here?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to stop there. So now let's score on this end.
5:09. Here's Hazelwood. Little 10-footer rimming out. Rebound. And now a foul called on Vikings, knocking over Bates as Hazelwood went for the rebound. That'll be her second foul. It's only the Vikings' third foul. Full court press by the Vikings. They get it into Gatlin. Gets it to Tice. Back to Donenworth. Back to Gatlin. Gatlin into Bates. Off to Tice. Tice with the dribble drive. And Tice is going to... gets called. We get called for the blocking foul. Tice will be out of bounds to Pratt.
I think that was on Tinley. She wasn't quite there. She wasn't quite squared up with her. It's only the first on Tinley.
And Gatlin will put it in play for Pratt. Looking. Finally goes into Donenworth, off to Gatlin, back to Gatlin. Out top to Tice to reset their offense in the half-court circle. Tice on the dribble to the far side, off to T-Bolt. T-Bolt top to Gatlin. Gatlin off to Tice. Tice dribble. Off to Donenworth. Donenworth. And we're going to have an offensive foul on Pratt. I don't know what that was.
Called on Donenworth. She must have put her arm out. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Donenworth picks up her first foul. These guys are seeing different fouls than we are, but that's why they have the stripes and we have the microphone. Timeout on the court. We'll keep this one right here. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you best. View their large inventory at allsamuelshots.com location. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. Scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist, online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. We got any scores? If I can get on Twitter here real quick to find a couple of scores, maybe.
Vikings have done a nice job defensively. We've gotten several stops here and turned Pratt over a few times. We just haven't been able to capitalize and put the ball in the basket on our end. So need to find a way to score here.
34-38. Vikings trail by 4. 4:33 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Hazelwood brings it in the front court to Tinley Scott. Tinley with the drive. And got it to go. Tinley Scott with a nice scoop on the drive and got it to go. She gets called, gets an and one opportunity. The foul is going to be on Bates, I believe. That'll be her third. Tinley Scott missed 2, though, in the third quarter. Come on, Tinley, put it in. No. Rebound, Bates. It's double 2. Ooh, almost a travel there as Bates trying to get between the Viking defenders and just about traveled with it. But she got it out of her hands in time. 2-point game, 36-38. Pratt with the ball. Round it goes to Tice, over to Donenworth. Donenworth, backdoor cut to Gatlin.
Nice play.
Nice play. No question about that. 40-36. The 3:55 mark of the fourth quarter. Here's Hazelwood with the scoop shot. She'll get it to go in. The scoop shot becoming the shot of choice for the Vikings, but it works. We'll take it. 3:40 to go here, fourth quarter. Tice on the dribble, gets it off to Gatlin, back to Tice. Baseline to Donenworth, back to Tice. Tice, dribble. That's a travel. Come on, thank you. She got bumped a little bit, but she was the one that initiated that contact and didn't get the foul call and got the travel. Turnover number
21 for Pratt.
I thought that was more than I had in my book. And Hazelwood with the Vikings a chance to tie with a 2. Take the lead with a 3. Blanchett, Hazelwood, Blanchett, Scott, McElroy, Scott, outside the arc. Tinley Scott off to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, her shot, no. Rebound, loose, picked up by McElroy. And out of bounds to the Vikings, I believe. It's going to be Pratt.
No. Foul on Adrian. I'm not sure what she did. He said,
well, he called grabbing of the arm, yeah. So it's Adrian's third foul. I don't know what she called, or he called, but it's a foul and it's Pratt ball. Gatlin gets it from Donenworth. Gives up her dribble right away. Donenworth with it now. Still in the backcourt to Gatlin. And we got a timeout called by Coach Hildebrand. We'll step aside as well. 2:51 left to go in this one. 38-40 Vikings trail. Back after this 30-second timeout. Back out of the timeout, the Vikings trail by 2. It'll be Pratt ball here in the backcourt. They'll bring it in to Gatlin. She'll bring it into the front court on the dribble. Picked up by Peters, goes near side to Donenworth. Baseline to Bates. Needing some help, goes out to Donenworth, out top to T-Bolt, around to Gatlin. To Tice, far side wing. Tice with it out there, out top it goes to Donenworth. Out top to Gatlin, near side to Bates, to T-Bolt. T-Bolt will dribble drive in the side all the way across the lane, out to Donenworth, to Gatlin. 3-ball, Gatlin, no rebound. Kat Blanchett had it knocked out of her hand by T-Bolt. Hazelwood got shoved. There's a two-handed check. Thank you. My goodness. Two-handed check on Hazelwood when she was shooting. I thought he wasn't going to call that. My goodness. Hazelwood with a chance to tie now. First one, got the roll. 39 for the Vikings. 2:11 left to go, fourth quarter. Scott out, Fruit's in. Second free throw missing. Rebound on the floor, picked up by the, still loose on the floor. And the Vikings come away with it. Off to Blanchett. Blanchett off to McElroy. Her shot good. Clara McElroy gives the Vikings a 1-point lead, 41-40. The 2-minute mark.
Got to play solid D now.
T-Bolt with it on the wing. Top to Tice. Minute 48 to go. And a steal by Kat Blanchett. No, it goes backcourt to Bates. Oh, Bates is going to get an offensive foul. Bates got a little frustrated because Blanchett was so close to her.
Yeah, absolutely. She used that elbow to push off and clear space.
It was a wicked elbow right out in front where everybody could see it. The Vikings with a 1-point lead now, 41-40. Malm checked back in, Scott back in, Hazelwood, Blanchett, and McElroy. Hazelwood's going to hang on to the ball, go to Tinley Scott. Minute 35 left to go. Scott picks it up, goes back to Hazelwood. Back to Scott. They're going to play a little two-man catch outside. Run clock. Hazelwood back to Scott, to McElroy. Back to Scott, to Hazelwood. They've committed 9 fouls, so the Vikings will have 2 free throws if they choose to foul us. Malm out top to Scott. Minute 8, minute 7. Scott over to Malm. Malm out to Tinley Scott. Malm, and now a foul, and Malm will have 2 free throws. That's the 10th foul. 2 free throws coming for Smoky Valley, leading by 1, 41-40.
Foul is the 3rd for Tice.
Well, obviously not a problem at all now. Malm free throw, no.
Peters and Fruits coming in for Smoky Valley.
Fruits returns to the Vikings lineup.
Peters will go in for Malm after she makes this free throw. 59.5 seconds remaining. Got it to go. 42-40. Vikings with a 2-point lead. 59.5 seconds to go in this ball game. Get it into Gatlin. Gatlin will bring it into Donenworth. Back to Gatlin. Slowly into the front court. They do get it in before the 10 seconds is up. Get it off to Tice. Tice with it on the dribble off to Gatlin. Gatlin to Donenworth. Donenworth looking for Gatlin underneath there. Gatlin will dribble drive. Off of her foot, out of bounds, turnover, and the Vikings get the ball back.
Malm and Scott coming back in.
Fruits and Peters out. Wow, what a break for the Vikings. Off the foot of Gatlin.
And timeout Pratt.
And he's going to take a full. We're going to keep this one right here. See if we can find some scores, and I'll read a couple of commercials while you're looking. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years of experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000. And you can stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. And
I'm looking on ScoreStream, and they do not have any girls' scores posted yet.
If we would have scores, it'd be sponsored by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. 42-40 in favor of the Vikings. Pratt has led all the way. Vikings led early 2-0. And Pratt took the lead at 5-2, and the Vikings have just never been able to get on top until the 2-minute mark when they went ahead 41-40.
Mike had a couple of scores for us.
Okay.
Andover 59, Andover Central 45, Derby 77, Campus 15, Garden Plain 49, Douglas 29, and a league score, Hillsborough Girls 39, Nickerson 24.
Blanchard will put it in play, going deep to Hazelwood. It's too long, he won't get there. And the Vikings turn it over.
She actually
keep it in.
saved it.
Yeah. Gatlin will get it out. All of it to Tice. Wow, what a turnover. Bad turnover for the Vikings.
Love the idea, just
absolutely.
not good execution.
Just didn't get enough air under it. T-Bolt with it on the drive around the perimeter. Goes baseline to Gatlin. 3-ball, Gatlin short. Rebound, loose on the floor, picked up by Tice, and now timeout. And Coach Hildebrand just going crazy under the basket on the side, wanting a timeout. His team did have a hold of the ball. Vikings trying to tie it up. We're going to keep this one right here as the Vikings get a chance to defend again. Let's see if we can keep them from scoring. They did a nice job on that last possession.
Well, and they're going to look to go to Gatlin. She's their top scorer. You know, she was the one that put up this last shot. She tried to go to the basket the possession before that. Unfortunately for them, just dribbled it off her foot. So, you know, got to know that she's going to be the one that they look for. But also got to be aware of that little backdoor play that they ran a little bit ago, where they kind of flashed to the wing, faked the pass to the wing, and then cut it backdoor.
The good thing is we're up by 2. If they just get a basket, it'll be overtime. We'll see how much time might be remaining to get a shot off. But with 14.5 seconds, they're gonna try to score pretty quick.
Yeah, and it might be one of those deals. We've got a foul to give. We've only got 5 team fouls.
Yeah.
We might let them run 3 or 4 seconds off the clock and then foul them again. And force them to draw up another play.
See how all these thoughts work out here. Hazelwood, McElroy, Peters, Fruits, and Blanchett on the court for Smoky Valley. Tice will put it in play underneath their own basket. 14.5 seconds to go. Official reminding Tice that she cannot move there on the baseline. She has to stay put. Looking. Goes into Donnerworth, who gets it to Tice. She'll dribble around the perimeter. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And it did exactly what you said. Sophia Fruits ran over the screener and picked up the foul.
I don't think she meant to, but that's okay.
That's absolutely okay.
And they're going to run the same thing. They're going to have Tice they're going to get it in and then have her try and come all the way around on the dribble and get to the basket.
See if they can stop it again.
Oh, don't leave her open.
Man.
Oh, my gosh.
T-Bolt was wide open. Tice around the perimeter on the dribble all the way to the side. Shot up. Blocked by the Vikings. Hazelwood comes up with it, and that's going to do it. The Vikings, there's a little bit left.
Yep. They're going to put 1 second on the clock.
And the Vikings get the stop. Hazelwood gets I don't know if Hazelwood or Blanchett blocked that shot.
It was Hazelwood.
I think it was Adrian, too.
It was more of a strip before she really got the shot off.
But they forced her wide. They wouldn't let her get close to the side of the lane. They forced her wide, and she tried to throw out the shot. And Kat Blanchett will have a chance to add to the Viking lead. 2 free throws for Kat Blanchett with 1 second remaining. Gatlin will get called for the foul. It's going to be her first foul. No, it's her second. So Blanchett free throw is good. That means if a wild shot goes up, it'll only be an overtime, but she could ice the game away here and get the Vikings their first win in 4 tries. And she does. She makes them both. Good job, Kat Blanchett. And with 1 second to go, they'll throw it into Gatlin. She'll throw up a half-court shot. It is no good. Hit the front of the rim, but it falls no good, and the Vikings win it 44-40. We'll be back to wrap this game up for you. Excellent win for the Vikings. Back right after this.
Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and shut down this live stream. And if you'll visit live.smokybelly.org, you can get a link to the boys live stream that will be starting here in about, I don't know, probably 5 minutes, maybe a little less. We're going to jump right into it. So live.smokybelly.org. We'll see you on the flip side. Thanks, everyone.